This week we learned about conditionals, and I have to admit, I'm kind of in love with them, as I'm sure the instructors discovered with my assignments. The most difficult challenge I had this week was seeing just how many possibilities there are with coding, but not yet having the experience to code it all myself. So why do I love conditionals so much? Conditionals are if statements and switches which make coding so much easier. Instead of having a billion prompts pop up, you can set up a conditional instead. For instance, if you were making a website that allowed you to order from a dessert store, you could have a prompt with what would you like to order, cookies, cakes, or pie? If they wanted to order cookies, you can prompt them for what kind. Same thing with the other two options. Instead of having your customer having to click through the cake and pie options, you can simply jump through the code to get them exactly what they want in as few clicks as possible. If most people online are like me, they're lazy and impatient and much rather get back to watching Dagon for the millionth time instead of navigating through a maze of options. The else statement is particularly helpful because it allows a safety net. If your cookie ordering customer gets too excited at the prospect of some treats and types in the wrong word, you can set up an else statement to gently redirect them to try again. We use conditionals in real life all the time. For instance, 2 years ago, we decided to adopt a dog. Just finding the right one was a huge, complex conditional. First, we had to narrow down our search. If the dog was over 50 pounds, or if it was a dangerous breed, it was a no-go due to our lease. If the dog was highly energetic, we had to try again. And if the dog wasn't good with cats or rabbits, our two pets would be upset, so there was another reason to keep searching. If the dog was really old or really young, that was another reason to try again. The else statement, anything we hadn't already discounted, left us with 4 options at the ASPCA, so we went to meet them. And this started another process of conditionals. If the dog wasn't interested in us at all, we passed. And if the dog lunged at my husband's face in a moment of kill him now, we decided to try again. Finally, we met our adorable little girl, but we had a decision to make. She fell within all of our previous statements, but she was afraid of men, and since my husband is one, we were kind of concerned. So we made an if statement on the spot. If we kept her for a week and she was still afraid, we'd bring her back so she could find a family that didn't scare her. As for our else statement, well, luckily that worked out, and now we have an adorable new family member. It's too bad computer programs aren't able to give you such an adorable reward as real life can, but with technology improving every day, who knows what'll happen in the future.